So this two highs, I say this is the double top or relative equal highs, and also holding as external range liquidity. It is external range liquidity because the liquidity is outside of this range. You know, if you are mirroring a range or a price range, you can say this is a range from this high to this low. This is a price range from this low to this high. That is the price range. So if we are mirroring my a price range inside of this range, this is internal range liquidity. But once we are outside of this range, that is external range liquidity. So we have taken the stop above this high and above this high. The next level of stops is at this double top or relative equal highs, which is considered as external range liquidity. We have also formed swing low right here, and also a an unmitigated bullish order block, which is this down close candle, this very candle. I said we don't use this. Now, this is why I said you need to watch the three series I mentioned earlier, the Went, the Scout Sniper, and the Precision Trading Field Guide. If you have watched the Precision Trading Field Guide, you would have noticed where I still said you don't use this kind of candle, and it gave the reason why you don't use this kind of candle for a bullish order block, but you rather use a candle that has a
Yeah,
bigger body. So that is why I'm
a
using
bigger body.
this. Yeah, I don't outline this as order block when you see this candle. So this is considered. So admin this candle is not there. Well, you can use this candle, but you have this candle beside it, so you have to use this candle because it has bigger body. So we have price created an unmitigated bullish order block with a swing low pattern, while we still have pending orders at relative equal highs. So you can tell that this is the area in which the algorithm is likely to deliver price to. Understand? I'm going to the daily time frame. Going to the daily time frame. Um, there's something called market maker buy and sell model. Market
Model.
maker
Yeah.
buy model is the market cycle in which price will create. We have consolidation at this level. Can you see my arrow? Consolidation
Yes, I
at
can.
this level. We will have a Judas swing or protraction face to the down, which is the run to support. Then when the moment in which price find a support, you see it like for instance, let's say this is the consolidation, the run to support, smart money reversal, block market structure to the upside, the low risk buy, which is the optimal trade entry, low risk buy, accumulation, then another level, accumulation, consolidation, expansion, the accumulation, consolidation, expansion, which we should take price to this level on the weekly time frame. And that will only drive Euro USD and JP USD to
Go
sell
bearish.
bearish, aggressively bearish, modestly bearish. So looking at the looking at the daily time frame of GBP USD, this is the bearish order block and the swing high. This is the first candle, the second candle, and the third candle. So this right here is a swing high, and inside of this swing high, we have a bearish order block.
Mhm.
And a bearish order block is meant to prepare price to sell. It's meant to it's meant for price to find resistance at the level, that price straight to the level. So seeing this order block acts as a resistance right here, you shouldn't be surprised by that. So when price took out this low, that by itself is a bearish market structure shift. And after a bearish market structure shift, you have to wait for price to retrace back to its points of origin or to a high probability points of interest or old institutional reference points. And the only reference point we have right here is the bearish order block. So that is
Very short that block.
why resistance right here. And we have seen about 1 to 3 three consecutive candle traded bearish. So if DXY should continue its bullish move, this bearish order block would aggressively would price to sell for a long period of time. But let me try to guess the level in which GPS are sold to if we are to sell market cycle. So we have a low at this level. Under this low, we have pending orders at this low. Also external range liquidity, because from this low to this high, that is a range. So if price will trade to this level and purge these stops, that should be considered as external range liquidity. So there's no any area of stops aside from this. When I say, okay, this is one area of stops, this low. This is one area of stops in which price has taken. So this is the next level. And also this next level. The price to purge. If US dollar index will continue its rally, so you can expect price to trade to this level. Not this, but this, because we have pool of liquidity beneath this low. Why the bearish order block on the daily time frame should act as a resistance for price to sell. The low on the weekly time frame should act as a draw on liquidity for price to trade through. Now you can see how I am framing my idea and my narrative to frame a trade setup. So it is not just that maybe you just have to open your charts and say, okay, well, today should sell, tomorrow should buy, we are in a New York session, and this, we are in this, we are in that. You have to find a lot of confluence. Confluence is when you say, okay, I have figured that this price will buy, but I need more confirmation. So with what I've seen on the dollar index, and I've been able to translate that information into this assets, the GBP/USD. So framing the relative equal highs on the daily time frame with this low on GBP/USD, you can see they're kind of like very close level. Like the narrative is very close. So and that's give a clue that okay, we are guiding. We are expecting GPUSD to sell only if dollar is going up. So now we have a clue that US dollar index have our probability to go up. So which will give us a hint that we can hunt GPUSD to trade bearish. If that is, what is the first level, significance level in which GPUSD can trade to? It is the swing low right here, because it has a pool of liquidity, full of self stops or buy stops of the traders that went long all through this price action. So ideally we have stops at this level, and if price should sell, this will be the first target in which the algorithm will target, because we have pending orders at the level.
Okay.
So, and I also said in the architecture of the bearish week, Tuesday or Wednesday, they have 70% probability of making high on the week. So ideally, it is not good to trade on Monday because Monday is the accumulation and distribution phase of the week. So that's why most times I really don't like the trade on Monday, except only if I see a good setup I can frame on maybe London or New York session carries on. So that is only when I trade on Monday. But ideally, it is not good to trade on Monday because it is the accumulation and distribution phase of the week. And accumulation and distribution phase, you don't have to trade that because it won't give you a straight narrative, instead of price to maybe, you should have come to the conclusion that price should sell today or price should buy today. But accumulation and distribution, you see price sell in the next few minutes and entering New York or going to New York session, you see price staying in consolidation. Why that is because market makers, they are still accumulating or distributing their orders. They are still working in their orders. So by Tuesday and Wednesday, they have all their orders activated in markets, and they will know, okay, we are buying this asset this week or we are selling this asset this week. And the best time to buy or sell is during London session or New York session. London Q zone or New York Q zone, either of these two. So if GPS is going to sell, and tomorrow is Tuesday, right? I will be hunting for sell during London session or New York session, or during London Q zone or New York Q zone. Now, it's not just that, okay, maybe I am just going to sell like that. There are also some um some characteristics or some of the things in which you have to see before you even go for a sell. Not just that because the price is going to sell tomorrow, then you just have to like bam bam bam, just continue selling and just continue printing the order. You don't do that. You also have to like open your eye clearly and see what price is doing inside of the Q zone. What the Asian session has done. Like for example, if tomorrow is going to sell, let me give you a clue what is going to happen. We are already in, you can see the time is 22:17, which is the New York time. So this is this time I use, 18:17. So by 19 p.m., that is the beginning of Asian session. So from 19 p.m. to 12 midnight, that is the Asian session. And if tomorrow is going to sell, Asian session today has to be in a large consolidation. So if I say that Asian session is in a big consolidation, I will know, okay, tomorrow price action will be kind of like aggressive and enough momentum should come into the marketplace. If tomorrow is going to sell and we have the Asian session right here, okay, and we have the market open, I say right here, if markets open right here, and we have the Asian session from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. New York time. If price open, this is the 12 p.m. in which price we open. So let me just undo that. So this is midnight in New York session, right? Are you with me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I just muted it to avoid echo on my side.
Okay. So I have annotated the Asian session. Asian session begins at 7 p.m. New York time and it ends at 12 a.m. New York time. So this is the Asian session. If tomorrow is going to sell, between this time period, price should be in a consolidation. And once it is midnight in New York, which is 12 a.m., Considering this range as the Asian session range, two standard deviation is ideally good for a sell day. And what I mean by that is London session. London session starts from midnight immediately, but London kill zone itself begins at 2 a.m. New York time and it ends at 4 a.m. New York time. Let me also update that. And let me say 5 a.m. for the Judas swing. So Judas swing begins at 12 a.m. and it ends at 5 a.m. But London kill zone is 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Operas understand that. London kill zone is 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. But Judas swing is 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. So if tomorrow is going to sell and we have the Asian range high here, once it is midnight in New York, the opening price in New York time, we should see at least one standard deviation of the Asian range or two standard deviation of each Asian range. Price should move to the level of the standard deviation for the protraction phase or the issue or for the protraction phase or the Judas swing to occur. Because I said for every down move to unfold in the marketplace, the price have to have initial up move, which will be deemed as the Judas swing. So now we are really going into the trading model. I know if you even if you don't understand what I'm saying here, just keep calm. You will have a better understanding once you get to the trade level. If tomorrow is going to sell, this is the opening price in New York time, which is the midnight. This is the Asian range. From 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is the Judas swing or the London Q zone. So I said in a bearish market environment, the architecture of a bearish week, Tuesday and Wednesday have 70% probability of making high of the week. We know that's already, but what time? The high of the day,
So hello.
yeah,
Yeah. So according like you said, Tuesday and Wednesday have a high probability of making the high of the week. But what time?
yeah,
So I wanted to answer your question. So I think the time has to fall within a kill zone.
exactly. London session also have 80% probability of making high of the day in a bearish market environment. If today is going to be a bearish day, the high of the day should form inside of London session Q zone, which is 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. That is when the high of the day will form. And also, if the high of the day will form between 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is the Q zone, we should see a movement or a Judas swing above the Asian range, above the previous day Asian range. What I mean by that is, if this is the Asian range, this is the Monday's Asian. So Monday doesn't have Asian range. So you have to use Monday's Asian range for Tuesday, Tuesday Asian range for Wednesday, Wednesday Asian range for Thursday, Thursday Asian range for Friday. So, and you can use Friday Asian range for Monday. So that is how you use it, or you don't use any Asian range for Monday's trading at all. That is why Monday is classified as the accumulation or distribution phase of the week. So moving forward, if tomorrow is going to be a sell day, once price open at 12 a.m. New York time, Once price open at 12 a.m. New York time, there should be a protraction phase or a Judas swing that will occur. That is then as a rally. We should see an up move above the Asian range going into 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. So no market is going to sell, but we have to see the algorithm rally, which to induce liquidity or to trap neophyte traders thinking market is going to buy. But the market is only going to rally to a high probability level inside of London Central Q zone. So once price rally and it is 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., then price will form the high of the day and the sell in which we are anticipating will unfold and you see price selling. I hope you understand the science of this, how this how it
Yes,
works.
I'm understanding it. I'm following you.
2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is London Central Q zone. London Central Q zone have 80% probability of making the high of the day in a bearish market environment. If the high of the day always, most times, always form between 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock New York time, and there should be a protraction phase that will trap or induce liquidity to the upside. The price, our intended direction is sell, but there should be a Judas swing or a protraction phase that will rally price initially to our Q zone before the sell unfold.
Yeah.
Today's price action, we have price from created a high, established a high, and also a void of liquidity. So this is a gap in price. Confluencing the gap in price with this other block. Price retrace back to the bearish order block and fill the liquidity void and sold off. So and again price came back to the level. I think this is news. So news have sell sub price rallied to the level one more time and sold off. So now we have created another level right here, which is the bearish order block. So I don't know if tomorrow we sell, I'll be watching price closely, and you can also watch how price will fare this inside of this time zone. So when you see price going up, white time is 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. and you can see price is trading bullish, 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 and we have and the price is also above the one or two standard deviation of Asian range. You can begin to stack shorts orders because well that is a high probability sell day, and Tuesday and Wednesday not only the best trading days, but they're also the best days in which enough volume come into the marketplace when there will be enough liquidity. So price can move about 150 pips move inside of Tuesday and Wednesday. Can move over 100 pips. So but on Monday or Thursday or Friday, even if I day trader, guys, you are a cruise trader, for you to cash about 20 to 25 pips, you have to stress yourself a lot. But Tuesday and Wednesday, they are good or they are the best using this, not only that they have a good characteristics, but also um they have the best volume. Like they will sell enough volume come into the marketplace during this trading day. So tomorrow, price action. If I see something interesting on the chat, I'll send it to you for study purpose. So study purpose. So if you have any question, ask your question before I round up tonight.
No, I don't have any question. But I just have a clearer understanding now, especially after watching some of the videos. I'm seeing how you are applying the concepts to frame your buyers and hunt for um trades that will go in the direction of your buyers.
That's good. So just keep watching the video. And as I said, if I find something interesting on the chat, I will send it to you tomorrow for study purpose. So if that is
All right.
all for tonight, uh, but we see tomorrow. We should have another session tomorrow.
All right. All right. But please, can you send me the recording for this as well?
That was tomorrow. I need to sleep because I will have to
All
come
right.
back
All
to
right. No problem. No problem. Thanks so much.